All right, I think we are live here, folks. Hello and welcome back. Yeah, I hope you guys having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Wait, today is Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I hope you guys having a wonderful,
Tuesday or Wednesday?
wonderful Monday.
Actually, I lost counts. Okay, I have no idea. By the way, we are doing the simulcast with our Discord right now. We have a lot of friends at Discord, so I do have a Discord link on the description section. Make sure to check it out as well. Okay, make sure to check out our Discord. We go live pretty much daily on Discord. Make sure to join the video chat. I mean, we have a text version of it. We have different categories, but we have a different, I mean, I'm on the video chat all the time. I don't do I do not. I don't do the text portion. I think we have a Jordan does the most of text portion there, so he's very active on Discord. Today's video is going to be interesting. We're going to do another reaction video. So I did a reaction to Lance's the electric grinder. A couple of weeks ago, right? A couple of weeks, and Lance just posted the hand grinder portion of it this morning. The hand grinder. So we're gonna do some live reaction for that as well. So let's see here. By the way, if you go to my Discord right now, you know what? I show you instead, okay? So I'm gonna show you what my Discord look like. Hold on here. So this is my Discord, as you can see. Okay, and there has a different tab there. If you click on the lounge, click the no mic section, and then Ben was nice enough to put all the spreadsheets for the actually not Ben. He's not did it. I actually friends from Espresso Aficionado, and then Ben just make a copy and paste in our Google Doc under our no mic there. But if you want to see the original ones, just go to the Espresso Aficionado Discord channel, and then they have the full list. So make sure to check out their Discord as well. And so this is the spreadsheet for the lenses. Man, there's a lot going on here in this spreadsheet. Okay, I'm not gonna go over this. If you guys are curious about it, just go to my Discord or Lens Espresso Aficionado Discord. So make sure just pick one. Yeah, that's a lot, too much. But I do want to react to these pictures. Okay, it's a lot easier. Okay, that's for sure. And then let's take a look. He did actually spend a lot of time on the list. I mean, if you're looking at his YouTube videos, I mean, look at the list of, man, I don't know how many, okay, hold on, let me count it. He has how many grinders he got? Hold on a second, that's good for that as well. Hold on, here, J Max, quite a few. We got one, two. Did he have a total number somewhere? No, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20. He got 30 grinders. Okay? 30 grinders on his hand grinder collection. 30 of them. That is outrageous, by the way. That is quite a bit. All right, that is a lot of grinders. But again, so Lance says 30. Okay, and then I have on his list. I think I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a 10. Okay, I have a 10 of one of his grinders. Okay, I have a 10 grinders for that. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. We have a Dano. Make sure to join the live chat too. Okay, we have a few people watching right now. We got 30 people watching. We have a Matt joining us. Okay, and then let's see. Jesse is always here. Scott's here as well. Okay, Martin, Peter, Rob, Dano, Manuel. Okay, hold on. We have a Dano. Are you going to show us the Discord page on your monitor? Oh yeah. Yep. Okay, on your you. Okay, so make sure join the. I do have a Discord page as well. Okay, I mean my Discord is is fine. We talk about coffee, nothing. And then let's see here. Hold on a second. I'm always here. Yep, because yeah, coffee is life. Yeah, Jesse is hardcore, by the way. Okay, so if you guys seen Lance's video, let's see here. Let's react to it first. Okay, it's a very interesting list. On his pictures, I mean, you can tell which grinder. Okay, which grinder he is rated. So comes to super. So that's the orphan espresso. I have no idea. It's called Little. I never used it before, so I don't have that. So I cannot talk about it. But comes to A rating, Lance has this is a GP6. That looked like J Max, by the way. I think that's J Max. Okay, J Max or K Ultra. Hold on, let me take a look. I think J Max Tier 2. Hold on a second here. What's the rating on this one? Let's see here. J Max is that K Ultra? Hold on. Rating. This I'm not sure where the spreadsheets. As I'm looking at the list, a little confusing. Okay. Taste, beer quality, yeah. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure about. So anyway, I think that's look like K Ultra. Okay, I think that's K Ultra for that. And let's see here. That's the Kinu grinder. So he rated. It's called C64. I have that one. Okay, I have a C64. I'm gonna set to the side here. So that's the A. I think K Ultra. I have that. That look like GP6 right there. Pietro. Two Commandante right there, and that's the chestnut. Okay, they look like king grinder. C rating. I have a Mazur. Okay, so Mazur he gives C. Obviously you got D. You got the easy press Q grinder entry level. So you know what? So A's and B's. Okay, Mazur is a C. That's a surprising one. Okay, that's surprising. And then Pietro he give B. But thing is, I know Lance worked on that grinder personally. Okay, and then okay, so you know what? Let's face it, guys. So here's the thing about the hand grinder comparison. Okay, I think Lance and I has a different views about hand grinder. For me, is comes to I do not recommend hand grinder for espresso. Period. Okay, I don't care how good a hand grinder is. I mean, they're a pain in the butt to work with. They're a nightmare. Okay, I mean, but comes to filter coffee, you are looking at 15 gram dose, 20 gram dose. Takes about 15 to 30 seconds at the most. So, I mean, again, espresso comes to filter coffee. So here's my top list. Okay, my top list for the filter coffee. I think I have to give here on my list Pietro 664 and ZP6 is my top tier. Okay, these grinders are my top. All right, and then for the second, I think I give Commandante and K Plus. Okay, and next tier I'm gonna give Chestnuts, Mazur, J Max, and Chestnuts. Okay, so that's my list. For me, it's all based on filter coffee. Okay, for me, it's all based on filter because I don't see myself doing espresso personally. By the way, you know what? Got a few people, about 30 people watching right now. How many of you actually use your hand grinder for your espresso? I'd love to find out. Okay, let me know how many of you actually use filter hand grinder for your espresso. Let me know. All right. You got Dano say hand grinder are good when you wake up at 4 a.m. The rest of the house is sleeping. You know what? Okay. I mean, my house. I mean, everybody sleep. You know, we have my family has a mutual understand. Okay, in the morning, they are going to hear the coffee grinder. Period. Okay, so if you have a problem, so be it. Okay, so yeah, but again, we're not gonna tiptoe around, making coffee in our household. So, you know what? You set the rule. Okay, you set the rule. All right, we have Martin. Okay, Martin use the C40 with red clicks, both filtered and espresso every day. Man, Martin, you're a better man than I am. Okay, I cannot do espresso by hand. Way too much work. Okay, and obviously Martin might be sounds like younger. Let's assume. Okay, I don't know how many of you out there, how many 40 plus, all right, actually wants to use hand grinder for espresso. All right, we have a Matt. Okay, Matt is a smart electric grinder for electric grinder for the speed and control. Otherwise, yeah, exactly. Filter only for me as well for hand grinder. Marku, some electric grinder like DF83 V are quiet. Yeah, it's quiet but still loud. Okay, it's quiet but still loud. But we are talking about seconds. We are talking about 3 or 4 seconds. You're gonna grind about 18 grams there. So all depends. Flyer say I occasionally use my Comandante for espresso C40 with the red clicks. Again, the C40 is already expensive. It's about $280 right now. Red clicks is another $50 or $60. So this is over $300. Okay, $300 there. And if you're looking at his Lance's top list, and if you look at the Lance's top list, he gave the Orphan Espresso, it's called Little, and the super rating. Okay, rating is as super. All right, that grinder is only $250. All right, and then HG1 is about $1,000, right? The Weber HG1 is about $1,000, could be more. Yeah, I think it's around 1,000. And then C64 I have here, if you're shipped, it's from Korea, okay? And then for shipped, around $600-700 there, okay? Obviously, Kinu grinder is about $300 or so. So there are fantastic grinders, but again, it comes to, I think maybe that's the reason why. Whenever Lance look at things, I think he look at the price point too, right? The price point. So sometimes even the grinder is fantastic, but costs too much. Okay, it does not any make sense. Okay, so I think based on the weighted, could be weighted average. Okay, again, they are not cheap. Okay, if Pietro comes to filter coffee, they're great. Okay, it's not easy to use. Okay, you cannot use filter coffee. You can use with a hand, that's for sure. But if you're grind with espresso, forget it. All right, that's I don't want to say impossible, very difficult, very bulky, a little awkward. So so this is a filter. It's called Pro Burst. You can only do filter coffee. That's it. This is only good for filter only grinder. Obviously, ZP6 filter only as well. But C64, this grinder is you can do filter and espresso. It's very unique. Beer quality is off the chart. Okay, they're wonderfully built. Again, I do have a pretty big hand as well, so you can actually grind it. With the filter is fine, but if you want to go with espresso, man, it takes a long time. So they give you this weird device. Okay. All right. They give you this device to, hold on. Actual device to actually ground your coffee, using your rib cage as well. So this again, it's hard to do. You make some fantastic espresso, but needs a little work. Okay, it comes to grinder adjustment, a little bit trickier than regular. But if you are doing the filter only, makes more sense. But for the price, I mean, they are, yeah, pretty high. Shout out to Eric for the super chat as well. Thanks, Eric. All right, let's see here. Dano say, Coffee Daddy does not recommend that Pietro. You mean Daddy got coffee? Not recommend the Pietro. Interesting. Okay, because I like the Pietro filter are fantastic. Okay, very clean. Flex. Okay, here we go. Flex is I'm 75 years old. Excellent. Yeah, uh, it's fun. You know what? For you, could be good exercise in the morning, right? Okay. Sometimes whenever I use, especially Commandante C60, C40, I'm sweating. Okay, I'm sweating. I'm going up at least 2 minutes on it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Again, that's good exercise. Good. Do it early in the morning. Get the morning going. Yeah. But for regular, no. I think I have to pass on that. Okay, so Chico said I use my X Pro for espresso. It doesn't bugs me at all. Good. Many pounds of coffee have went through the okay. I have a C40. That is not fun for espresso. Yeah, especially I like my X Pro over C40. Good. Again, everybody's like different. Special coffee is very personal. Some people likes one grinder over others. But for my taste, again, I really enjoy the GP6 is great. But some coffee, right? Like medium to dark roast coffee, because mostly I do light roast coffee all the time. But time to time I do like dark roast coffee. I really enjoy Commandante and K plus. Okay, K plus, especially K plus, give you very nice dark roast coffee that bring out that nice chocolate tasting nose. They are fantastic. Okay, so all depend on the coffee as well. So what I'm trying to say is there's no one fit. Okay, there's no one fit all your needs. Okay, there's no such grinder. Okay, there's no such grinder. Just like electric grinders as well. Okay, I have a lot of grinders here. Fortunately, and the EK43 I use that for filter only. That's it. And the Option O Lagoon O1, that's really good for specialty coffee. Light roast coffee is amazing. And if I want to do something clean, but has a lot of texture to it, has some body. MC5, Cafetech MC5 is also fantastic. But if I want something juicy, sweet, and clean, okay, I have 078. Okay. Man. I mean, that's the thing about that. Think about the grinder. I mean, that's why whenever you have more grinders, let's say, if you're the person that have like 3 or 4, I know Jesse has quite a few grinder. You have too many options. Okay, sometimes too many options is not great for, just making coffee because you always think, okay, I have the coffee here, which grinder? Okay, which grinder I'm gonna use? Okay, hold on a second. Daniel said, can you use grains on hand grinder? You know what? If I were you, I mean, you could, right? You could do it, but you don't need to. Okay. Just use a brush. Just clean it. Okay. I mean, yeah, you don't need it. Okay. I mean, just use the just clean it. That's all. You don't need the grains. It's not like you are using especially electric grinder. If you are using dark roast coffee, very oily, grains helps. But if you are using the light roast coffee, medium to light, I mean, I don't use it. I don't use the even electric grinder. I just clean it. Okay. But again, dark roast coffee definitely. All right. Okay, so Matt says C40 is such a love affair. Okay, here we go. Dylan say hand grinders are for espresso. Okay. Yeah, Dylan. Oh, by the way, so hopefully tomorrow morning, I'm gonna do the live chat from friends at Espresso Outlet, and then we're gonna do the I'm gonna have a Barrett on tomorrow morning. He's gonna show us their latest coffee machine. It's called funny name. Okay, and I'm gonna have him pronounce that name tomorrow. Funny name, but man, is it like more like decent killer? Okay, you can say decent killer there. So yeah, should be really good. I cannot wait. I think we're gonna live around. I'm trying to hoping for around like 9 my time, which means 12 Eastern. Okay, yeah, 12 Eastern. Let's see here. We've got a few people watching right now. So you know what? Let's brew some coffee since we are here. Okay, it's about 5 p.m. Uh, caffeine does not really bothers me at night, and some people do. Here we go. We have Dylan says Wendongi. Okay, Wendongi. Yeah, I wish they changed their name. Something, yeah. Ah, Martin asked me about Cafe Sing Orca Ghost Birds. So this is it. This is the Cafe Sing Orca Ghost Birds. I really enjoy this. I really enjoy this grinder. Okay, makes great coffee. Yeah, because we don't talk about this. I think they have a different name for that as well. If you go to AliExpress, yeah, I mean this is really good. Okay, yeah, makes fantastic filter coffee as well. All right, let's see here. What do you guys want to see it? We're gonna make one brew right now. Any suggestion for you guys? Which grinder you guys want to see? Let me know in the live chat there. I got a couple grinders here, so okay. Which grinder? Okay, let's set up the station for a second. Yeah, which grinder you guys want to see? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so Wendugi. Okay, Wendugi is the machine. We're gonna check it out tomorrow. Okay. Huh. No, all right. Maybe you guys are not picking. So let's go. Let's make coffee with. Let's make coffee with. Let's. How about Comandante? Okay. Let's play with the Comandante right now. Let's go with Ethiopia Natural. Okay. Yeah. Ethiopia Natural today. So I've been playing with the Ethiopia Natural for last week. So this one has a tasting note of nectarine. Okay. I got nectarine tasting note once. Okay. I got once with Fianzaro. Okay. It's called all ground coffee. A coffee grinder, but this grinder is made for filter coffee only, filter only. So that was good. At that day, okay, that day. So that was last Friday. That time, the Fianzaro was better than my EK43. All right. Yeah. Fianzaro was better than EK43. Hold on a second. We have Cha Hakse. I hope I'm saying same name right. Okay. Dylan, too late. We're gonna do the Comandante. Okay. We're gonna do the Comandante. Shout out to Dave. Okay. So Dave popped in earlier today, but he missed by like a couple minutes. But yeah, finally Dave can join us this evening. Let's brew the Comandante. I don't know how many people do RDT on your hand grinder. Yeah, let me know. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. So 16 gram going in. Okay. And then comes to grind size. I believe this is a 25 clicks from the 0 point. All right. Okay, Comandante takes longer as well. Yeah. Commandant takes longer because the handle is too short compared to like easy presso, so you don't have that leverage. Hold on a second. Tommy say I modded my Kosori gooseneck kettle for 5 cents and great. Yeah, there we go. Pour as a fellow stack. I mean, you have a lot of options, right? You have a lot of options. The reason why stack is so expensive, compared to more expensive because of style. You know, I mean, pretty much fellow started all that style of kettle. Okay, now everybody copying it. By the way, if you are watching right now, the Bravo machine is starting to sell today. Okay, if you are looking for espresso machine, now is the time. All right, I think I have a link down below as well. So make sure to take advantage of that sale. Bravo's go on sale only a couple times a year. So if you're looking for machine, yeah, I think they usually go on for like a couple weeks. Okay, this week and next week. So if you're looking for machine, now is the time. Okay, now is the time there. I'm just gonna. Okay. Let me set my brew bar. There we go. Set my brew bar here. Okay. Well, let's brew some coffee. $16 going in and $16 coming out. Let's do 1:16 ratio. Start with the 50 gram of water. Just quick swerve. Okay. We're gonna bloom it well. Dano asked, when are you getting the Oracle Jet? I'm not sure when. Okay, I'm not sure. Bravo's definitely not sending me for sure. But hopefully Joe from Espresso Outlet. I think Joe's the distributor now. So yeah, maybe from Joe. But I'm not a big fan of Oracle. I'm fan of the Pro and Express. So okay, second pour. I'm just gonna go nice and easy. Just go nice and easy. Look like Robbie is joining us as well. Yeah, good. Excellent. Okay, Robbie is joining us. And we have let's say, seems like to me the little OG and GP6 are almost same except the flat ground. Okay, flat. Okay, OG rings. All right, create more fines there. Makes sense. Okay, so Dave asked me about the Prophetech Move. Man, I saw the review on that from the Whole Latte Love. I think Mark did a review, and that looks pretty awesome. But they're pretty pricey, aren't they? I think they're pretty pricey. Let's go all the way up to 260. There we go. 280. You know what? Maybe I should do the review on the best scale as well, filter scale. Dano say, Dave, okay, what's the okay, that's the Rentulia Sylvia Pro X Killer. It's about $2,000. It's about $2,000. Goodness, if you have $2,000, you're gonna buy that, or you're gonna buy something else. Yeah, the Move is a bit priced for the what it is. They should be priced like All Pro. Yeah, All Pro 300, right? Yeah. The Tommy likes the fellow scale as well. You know what? The wooden fellow scale here I'm using is called Tally. Man, and uh, okay, when they came out, it's about 180. Okay, now it's dropped down to about 160 now. Okay, again, for the scale, that's pretty pricey. But if you use enough, man, I mean, it is, it is pretty nice. Okay, okay, let's give it a try. So I just brewed with the Commandante C40. By the way, there's a C60. All right. So C40 is approximately 40 millimeter. For the size wise, the C60 obviously represents 60 millimeter. The C60 is about what? How much? Like $500 or $600, right? They're not cheap either. Okay. But Commandante makes very interesting grinder. The birds are great. They create their own birds. So here we go, guys. Cheers. Okay, so I've been playing with so many different grinders. So this is a coffee from Ethiopia Natural. Nectarine, cherry, and so I got plenty of cherry except one day I got a nectarine out of Fianzato, all grind coffee grinder. There was one time deal. So I got lucky or something happened. But ever since then I cannot repeat the nectarine tasting notes. So who knows with the Commandante today? Let's give it a try. Nope, plenty of cherry. Yeah, lots of cherry, refreshing. It's a very nice coffee though. This is really nice coffee. Clean. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Obviously, Pietro or GP6, even like C64, seems like they're slightly more cleaner as well. I mean, that's why if you go with like medium to dark roast coffee, like Commandante is fantastic. Especially K Plus is also nice as well. So it's all depend on what you like to drink. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's all depend on what kind of coffee you like to drink. So man, it's good, nice and hot. You know what? That sometimes we spend too much, right? Okay. We spend too much time on focusing coffee gear as well. But I bet you, if you have a capable grinder, I mean, you are going to make some awesome coffee, either way. Okay, you are going to make some fantastic coffee, and for me is obviously I have the options, right? I have the flexibility, with other grinders I can play with over the years. Here's the thing about it, because you cannot spend enough time with one grinder. And, obviously I spend enough time to play with my coffee machines, right? Express, Pro, even Bianca. Okay, I know those machines in and out. Okay, but comes to grinder, that's a different story. But I know what to go to grinder. Okay, if I want to go with, if I see the coffee, you know what? I think in my head start ticking, right? Start ticking that. Okay, EK43 is really good for something fruity, something juicy. And if I wanted something more robust, maybe I go with maybe even Cafetech MC5 for filter coffee as well. They bring out really clean cup. Okay. And if I want to drink something really light espresso, specialty coffee, very clean, crisp, I go with optional Laguna 1. Okay. And the Laguna 1, last time I tried with the dark roast coffee, man, I felt like I'm eating dark chocolate. The really dark chocolate without any sugar. Okay, they bring out they bring out everything. That's the thing about these large birds. They bring out everything. So if you are drinking good coffee, you're gonna taste all the goodness. If you are drinking the bad coffee, you're gonna bring out all the bad. Okay, yeah. Dano asked me, did I fix? No, it's not fixed yet. Okay, it still makes all kinds of noise. Yeah, not yet. I think I need to get a rotary pump. Okay, but it still works. All right, it still works. So I'm just gonna keep using it until break it apart, and then I'm gonna fix the rotary pump. Is it's about $350 to fix it. So that's the parts. Okay, and it's not that hard. Okay, I've been talking to Lillette Insider. They're part of the Lillette team there. So, and I saw their videos as well. Replacing rotary pump is not that hard. Just the money. That's all. Just the money. Dano said 40 means he hold. No, it's not 40 gram. Is that 40 gram? Is that true, Dano? I don't think so. I think that's the bird size, right? Yeah, I think that's the bird size. Is that 40 gram? I'm not quite sure. C40 versus C60. We have to fact check that. We need to fact check Dano there. Yeah. Okay, let's fact check Dano. Okay. Here's a C40. And according to Dano, you can hold 40 gram. Okay. All right. Let's see it. Can we hold 40 gram here? We got 30 right now. I'm trying to figure out how many grams I can actually hold it. Okay, I can hold about 50 gram. Yeah, about 50 gram there. So here's the thing about how many grams you can actually hold. Yeah, depend on the roasting level too. Okay, I mean, depend on the roast. If a light roast coffee, it's gonna be a lot more. Okay, and then if a light roast coffee, I bet you can fit about 60 grams worth. Yeah, 60 gram. If you're a dark roast coffee, maybe 40, 35. I mean, actually, not the other way. Yeah, maybe 35 because it's the volume, right? Is lighter roast is a lot heavier, okay, and the darker roast is actually a lot lighter as well. That's how much you weight loss there. So yeah, but I think a C40 is I think that's the size of the birds. I think yeah, I think the size of the birds. Yeah, this coffee, lots cherry, and refreshing. Yeah, the Hemi say, yep, absolutely, Hemi is correct. It's all dependent on the roasting level. But C60, okay, that's 60 millimeters supposedly, but I don't think, I don't know how they measure it, but let's see here. Ricky say, if you were to pick just one hand grinder, okay, grinder for filter, okay, for the price, right? For the price, I think I go with GP6 is fantastic for the price, only $200. Okay, $200. Did I say only $200? That's a lot of money, by the way. 200 is a lot of money for hand grinder, but not compared to, okay, C64 is about $700. If not, Pietro is about what, 470 for this. Okay, Pietro is 470. And yeah, 470. Okay, so it's not cheap. All right. But that's 58 millimeter flat burr. Okay, made for filter. All right, 58 millimeter flat. So you want to more compare that to more like Fianzaro has it's called all grind filter coffee. It's about $1,200. So next couple of days I'm going to test between Fianzaro, the electric grinder for filter grinder versus the Pietro. Okay, and then let's find out which what's the difference between electric, the 64 millimeter filter versus Piatra 58 millimeter. Okay, so that should be really fun. If okay, if taste, if you have the similar taste, if you're going to filter anyway, so why? What's the point of going to electric? Save yourself a lot of money by go to Piatra. Okay, so it's not Piatra is not going after, someone wants to buy $100 grinder there. So, I mean, I guess they are different market, right? Different market price. MTSA, what happened to Korean, right here. Okay, C64. All right, very clean. Build quality is amazing. Okay, I think that this is the best build quality grinder I have here at my desk. Okay, amazingly built. All right. All right, so shout out to look like Lance popped in. You know what's the thing about so whenever I react to Lance last couple of times, the Lance, I'm gonna shout out to Lance. He's joining us as well. Okay, and hey Lance, I don't know why you only give B. Okay, B rating your own grinder. Okay, I don't get you, buddy. I don't get you. I think you should give yourself. I mean, this cup is fantastic. Okay, comes to coffee, this thing is amazing. But I mean, it is a little awkward, right? But it's not too bad. Comes to filter coffee. I think your rating. Okay, come on. Yes, it is a little awkward. But you know what? We are talking about filter coffee, what, 30 seconds, 20, 15, 20 seconds at the most. Okay, you just grind it. It's not too bad. But I think for your list, all right, I think for your list, I think for my understanding was you looked at the both espresso and filter, right? So I have the grading rubric. I give it, okay, high quality score. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I think comes to clarity wise, Pietro is up there as well. Okay. Definitely quite tasty. And then I know Lance was, Lance is a big fan of GP6 as well. So again, comes to filter coffee. I mean, this is pretty much the best grinders out there in the world right now, today. Okay, I mean, that's for sure. All right, let's see here. Need the details as well. Again, I mean, this is very subjective, okay, but last time I counted, Lance has like 30 different hand grinders. All right, 30 different hand grinders. So, I mean, it is really hard to come up with one system, okay? Yeah, come up with one system. Chahak say, have you tried the Pietro stand yet? Hold on a second. Yeah. Stand is right here, okay? Stand is right here. So I'm gonna be unboxing that tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna unboxing that tomorrow. So it's gonna make it a lot easier. Okay, I think the stand going to make a lot easier on my workflow. But this is a 58 millimeter flat burr. Filter coffee. Last time I checked, about 30 seconds, 30, 40 seconds. You could do espresso, but it's gonna be more like turbo shots. Okay, you're gonna be more like turbo shots. Takes about a couple minutes to hand grind. Way too much work. Okay, way too much work. And then, Lance, are you planning on reviewing your C64? Let me know. There's no whole lot of reviews out. I mean, I like this grinder, but like you said, I mean, this is absolutely expensive, little awkward. Like you said, the dialing, grind size adjustments are a little tricky too. Okay, it's not that user friendly. Hopefully, they're gonna improve that. But again, it comes to beer quality. I mean, this is the best hand grinder I ever seen. Okay, comes to beer quality is fantastic. Okay, yeah, they're great. And there comes to Mazur grinder. I mean, this is so much for me was a little let down. Okay, because I love the build because I want to like Mazur. Okay, but I think Lance give Mazur at, I believe, C. Okay. Yeah, for the C grade, yeah, he gave the C rating there. So, but again, comes to looks fantastic. So this one, Really good for espresso. Just plain espresso. Okay. Comes to filter, a little lack. A lack of clarity, but medium to dark roast coffee, it performs really well. Okay, and let's see here. The taste and the okay, silly carbon fiber are killer for me. Okay, killed it for me. Okay, so taste and the silly carbon fiber. Yeah. I mean, are you talking about the Mazda, right, Lance? Yeah, this carbon fiber handle. I wonder that's what Lance is talking about. Taste, again, it's not for the filter. Okay, definitely not for the filter coffee. Maybe a dark roast coffee. I think it's going to do well with the dark roast coffee. But again, I mean, like I say in the beginning, I mean, who wants? I know some of you out there wants to do espresso on your hand grinders, but man, guys, don't. Okay, my recommendation is, I mean, I want you to enjoy the process, okay? Because I mean, what kind of machine you gonna match that with a hand grinder, right? What kind of coffee machines? All right. So yeah, don't. Okay. I mean, don't. Get yourself, electric grinder for espresso. Let's see here. What else we got here? We have yep. Think. I mean, again, whenever Lance put out this kind of video, it's very interesting. Okay, I think Lance is the only person, right? Usually, kind of stir the pot, and I mean, last video was fantastic. Although he the electric grinder was great. I mean, that's another reason. That's the more reason I got the 078, timer 078, because the Lance was hyping it up so much. I mean, I need to get one. Okay, I need to get one. But I know, I know Lance is not a big fan of optional, that's for sure, the P100. But let's see here. But there's so many grinders you can choose from. What Lance needs to do, okay, Lance, if you're still there, I mean, give us your like top 5, right? Like top 5, even like top 3, the grinder and burr, okay, burr options, right? Okay, grinder and burr option for filter and espresso. Maybe he may already have that video out already somewhere on his catalog, but if he kind of like give us the summary, okay, which grinder and which burrs for, let's say, filter coffee, all right? I mean, he's maybe like top 3, and which grinder combination for the espresso. It'd be really fun. Okay, fun to have that list because for me, I have some. Okay. Okay, so let's say it would be too expensive. That's for sure, right? I mean, I cannot believe Lance gave EK43 his icon. I didn't give a whole lot of good rating for that last time he did a video. So yeah. I mean, that's for sure. But thing is, the fact is, so many people has money. I mean, especially nowadays. I mean, a lot of people has money, right? Some people has money, but they don't know what to buy. Okay, I know that's only a small subset of our coffee community, but let's say, let's throw out there, if money is not an object, I know some of you have a boatload of money. All right, just give them some, hey, here's a combination I prefer, right? What I like. I know Calvin say, Titus. I mean, I think last time I talked to Lance, I think he did try Titus. Okay, I think he did try Titus. I don't think he owns it, but I know for a fact that he tried the Titus grinder with a Frank somewhere in Germany. Yeah. Because again, the Titus is just a brand name, amazingly built. They're fantastic, but yeah. Dave said, Lance, okay, so Dave, Lance, have you used a rock grinder? What are your thoughts? Okay. I bet you Lance have. Okay. Let's see here. Lance, are you still in Portugal? Let me know if you are still in Portugal. I think the time difference too. It's pretty late at night, so A filter, easy one. Okay, here we go. So here's the lenses list. Lens filter is the easy one with ULF. So that's the ultra low fine birds. Espresso is a Cafetech monolith with SSW. Multi-purpose hyper aligned EK43 with SSPHU. Wow, that's something, right? So easy one with ULF. Okay, I bet you that. I think that's what Lance has right now. Matte black too. Okay, he got the Onyx version of it. Okay, flat max. Okay, I mean we are talking about EK43. I'm doing the math in my head right now. Let's see here. Easy one with Onyx is about 45 to 5 grand right there. Monolith, let's say another 5,000. You're looking at close to $14,000 setup. Yeah. So about 15 grand you can have the setup. I mean, $15,000 you're gonna have your amazing grinder setup. Okay, about 15. Okay, about 15. Okay, so Tommy say I prefer GP6 over fellow OGen 2 with upgraded SSP bursts per over. You know what? I mean that's also fantastic as well, right? I mean OGen 2 with yeah, I mean OGen 2 MP birds are great. Okay. And obviously GP6 give you that, you know, sometimes MP can be little clean. So hold on, here we go. Let's say 4250 for the easy one. Okay, monolith is a 36, EK43 is about 32, not including shipping or bird. Exactly, the birds cost a lot of money. Those birds are like $500 or $600. Okay. Yeah, so I mean you're looking at, let's say 8 grand, 11,000, yeah, 12,000, yeah. So you know what? Just add a couple of $1,000 into it with the different birds. You want to swap it out, and you know, close to. Let's call it at 15,000. Okay, let's call it at 15. So you have the grinder cover, okay, and then next thing you gotta do is just get the right machine for it, right? So which means right machine. You cannot just get. So I mean that's why you know which machine you want to buy. So you want to go with a nice lever machine, or you want to get a traditional, you know, let's say 9-bar machine, right? I mean, if you have no money, it's not an object. Why not get both? Okay. If not, you can go with a decent espresso machine as well. Decent. Okay, so decent can do both. Yeah. Okay, Spro say, gotta hella rich. Actually, no. I mean, it comes to hobby. I mean, coffee's not that expensive. You know, let's face it. I know my friends into cycling. All right, if you're into bicycling or cycling, the latest bike with a fully loaded, you're looking at 15, 20 grand. Okay, that's. I mean, once you get into the hobby like that, if you're into motorcycle as hobby, goodness, 20 grand, $30,000. Okay. So it comes to hobby. I mean, we are talking about the best of the best. What Lance is talking about there. So you're gonna get a top of the line grinder with top of the line everything. Okay, cost you about 15,000. That's with the 3 grinders. You cannot get that from some other hobbies. You cannot get a top of the line motorcycle for 15 grand. Okay. Here we go. So espresso machine will be the Stirman. What is a Stirman? I never heard that machine before. Pullover is obviously V60. Okay, don't need to be a beach. Yeah, don't need to be a rich. And these are just the ultra premium. Yes, the difference something, the fraction of the price. That's absolutely okay. Absolutely. I mean, B60 costs you about 10, 15 bucks. Okay. You can get a capable grinder. Let's go with GP6 or Fella Old Gen 2. That sets you back about 200. And then what else? Just the kettle. Okay, you don't need to buy a Fellow Stack kettle. It looks nice, but you can get any other kettle, gooseneck kettle. You can control the flow. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have really nice coffee. Okay, as long as you have a good coffee, some good techniques. Okay, and you can just buy the good water as well. I know Lance is I think Lance, are you still involved with the Lotus water? So Lance is involved with the Lotus water last time I checked. So something like that, water mineral. You can always add distilled water with a little bit of mineral on the top. You can bring out all the interesting flavor as well. So again, you don't have to spend a lot of money. A couple $100, you're gonna have really nice cup of coffee. Zerno and Decent combination. Okay, that's a good combo. Okay, the Decent is it's not a cheap coffee machine. It's about $3,500. Okay, it's about 35. Brand new though. You can get a used one for around like 25 maybe. Okay, $2,000, 25. Zono, good luck getting one. Okay, good luck getting one. It's all sold out for next. If you order it right now, you're not gonna get till 6 months down the road. Okay. Look like Bruce got one already. Okay, I do love Zono, also decent. Yeah, sure. Again, I mean, if you can get Zono right now, yeah, good for you. I mean, that's hard to get it. Okay, hard to get it because everybody wants it. I mean, so here's the problem with whenever Lance says something, he does have a lot of influence in the coffee community. People buy it. Okay, so now he's a back order. Okay, so that's now his back order. And like Lance or even James Hoffman. Okay, James and Lance actually moved the landscape of the coffee community. Yeah, people buys it. So I think last time I saw one of his video a couple years ago, he was talking about the GP6. Okay, I think Easy Press ended up making some more back then. Okay, back then there. Okay, let's see here. We have Matt say a little about to sell out tomorrow. Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing about the liter is only what $240 last time I checked. Sure, I bet you, I guarantee you, people are going to go out there and buy it. Okay, just because the Lens says so. Okay, hold on a second, guys. MTSA, are you ready to buy $100,000 bicycle? No, no. Hold on a second here. We have okay, everybody, Lancy boy. There we go. Spruce. Okay, Brad say, can you get the DF 64 Gen 2 right away? Yet it's pre-order or back order. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna find out tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna have Barrett from Espresso Outlet tomorrow. I'm gonna ask him what's going on with the DF64 Gen 2. I mean, that is a great grinder, by the way, for the price. Okay, the Dano say, I think Lance was on something when he say to focus more on great beans than the gear. Yes. Okay. You know what? The great beans matters, but you don't want to play. The gear. You want to get a capable grinder, right? So you don't want to play with a blade grinder. That's for sure. So let's assume you are going to use a decent grinder, okay, and something capable machine. All right. I mean, so that's the thing. Just make sure, just get the capable grinder, because you don't want to put blade grinder and to get an amazing coffee. You don't want to do that. All right. So if you want to buy specialty coffee, just make sure your grinder can handle. Okay. I mean that's the reason why, like, even comes to espresso grinder, like at least get a bird grinder. Okay, get a nice bird grinder for sure. I mean, don't get a really cheapy ones. All right. I think there is a consumer grinder versus there's step up by coffee hobbyist grinder. Yeah, just make sure get the decent grinder before go out there and spend a lot of money on coffees. Brad say, I want one, but don't want to order and wait 6 weeks. Okay. He's talking about Brad's talking about the Gen 2. DF64 Gen 2. Okay, a Paragon on the background. Okay, it's not a Paragon. So this one is, this is a new scale from Timor. Okay, this is called Duo. All right, I think they are doing the launch in November, I think. And they sent me one to kind of like check it out. This is also interesting scale as well. Has a two scale built in one. Okay, so you can measure the the water weight of the brewer, and also how much you extract as well. So yeah, this is interesting. And I know Timer is working on different recipes as well. Again, the interesting concept. I think I did talk about this scale last couple of weeks ago too. So, all right, let's see here. What else we got here? I'm gonna take a couple more questions from comments from you guys, and let's get out of here. Ah, here we go. Side by side probe with the EK and Paragon versus none. All right. The Paragon is okay. So I do have a similar Paragon setup, by the way. So I do have the ice ball already. Okay. So I think maybe we should do the next week or so. Okay, next week. Okay. SC site say I have an orphan. Okay, here we go. Orphan little E1 or ET I used for espresso. What would be good upgrades? Man, I mean, you already have one already. Okay, and I don't know, all depends on how much money you want to spend. Okay, the budget matters, guys. There's a grinder for every price point now. There got so many great grinders out there. Pretty much you can get, whatever grinder at, whatever price. So again, you need to ask yourself, okay, how much am I going to spend money on? Okay, I think it is good. That's a good start to have. Okay, Matt say, hit me up for the live. Okay, let's talk commercial grinder and big birds. Commercial grinder, big birds. Goodness. Man, wow. Let's see here. We have a SC size around $500. Okay, $500. Man, I think DF64 Gen 2 is about that price range. Okay, DF64 Gen 2 is really nice. And if you can get the open box one, around 300, 400, yeah. So yeah, you got some options. Okay, I mean, again, I like the 64 millimeter because you have a lot of option for other burrs. You can interchangeable. Because not only you have stock burrs, you have a MP, HU, cast, name it. They got. I lost counts. Okay, I lost count there. Okay, I think we are good. Okay, I think we are good. We have hold on. We have Martin is talking about the Marwani Levy. I don't know. I don't know what that is there. Countertop roller mill, sure. It'd be nice. Man, we've been talking for about 60 minutes right now, so that's good. Anyway, I think I'll be back tomorrow morning, and then we're gonna brew some more coffee. Let's do. Tomorrow morning we're gonna talk with the Barrett from Espresso Outlet tomorrow morning, okay? And then we're gonna talk about their latest machine. I cannot wait to talk to Barrett tomorrow. That should be really good. All right, yeah, it should be awesome. Okay, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow morning.